In the prior video titled Jerusalem, I talked about the Antichrist setting himself up in the temple in Jerusalem and how that points to the British royals. And now I want to talk about the Antichrist setting himself up in the temple of the Holy Spirit, which is our body, and how that also relates to the current British royals. And I'll do that by reviewing more Knights of the Crown. In 1 Corinthians 6:19 it says, "Do you not know that your bodies are temples of the Holy Spirit, who's in you, whom you have received from God? You are not your own." But Satan works through people to do spiritual and physical alchemy, because he can't create, he can only manipulate. Modern alchemists use bioengineering such as genetic engineering, DNA manipulation, in vitro fertilization, and cloning. And in this video I want to go over a few significant alchemists who are fathers of bioengineering and who are of course Knights of the Crown. Some of them are already covered in the video titled Ex Machina. In this article it says the UK is Europe's leading biotech hub. The global biotech sector is flourishing. The Crown virus Viper success stories like the Pfizer and BioNTech partnership helped highlight the biotech industry's significant impact in advancing healthcare. But also more importantly, I guess, to them is that private and public biotech funding, including global venture capital investments, deals, and IPOs, reached all-time highs in 2020. The surge in financing helped the global biotech sector outperform its sister industry, pharmaceuticals, and consumer goods and technology sectors. And despite the brief turndown at the start of 2020, the average growth in the UK biotech share price was 32%, surpassed other European biotechs, US biotechs, and trailed only behind China. So let's look at the categories. Let's look at DNA. DNA discovery of the double helix opened doors to genetic manipulation or alchemy. It's had effects on the world, and that alchemical process, we're going to talk about these people. Francis Crick. Order of Merit is a merit for the Commonwealth, Fellowship of the Royal Society. He discovered the structure for DNA, which gave way to cloning. Now let's talk in vitro. Patrick Steptoe, Most Excellent Order of the British Empire, Fellowship of the Royal Society, OB and gynecologist who pioneered fertility treatment and developed in vitro fertilization. Robert Edwards, Most Excellent Order of the British Empire, Fellowship of the Royal Society, fertilized women's eggs outside of the womb and grew fertilized eggs to embryonic stage and then transferred them into another woman's womb. Cloning. Sir Ian Wilmot, Order of the British Empire, Most Excellent Order. We're going to talk about cloning. Cloning is a form of alchemy. So this Sir Ian Wilmot is the one who cloned a lamb from DNA, and then since then a lot of other mammals have been cloned. Sir John Gurdon. Both of these cloning guys were sirs. He's also a member of the Fellowship of the Royal Society, biologist, best known for nuclear transplantation and cloning. Now biotech. Chris Lowe, Most Excellent Order of the British Empire, Professor of Biotech and Biopharmaceuticals. Susan Rosser, Professor of Synthetic Biology, Stem Cells, Biocomputation, researched biotransformation of cocaine and explosive material. This guy here, Fellowship of the Royal Society, says he worked in hematology and invented a machine for counting patients' blood cells. Honorary member of the European Space Agency, researched weightless spaceflight. Director and co-founder of Project Juno, Mir Space Station, appeared on After Dark with Buzz Aldrin. appeared on the 11 o'clock show, discussed elementary particles and penis enlargement. Guest appeared on Comedy Lab, explaining the sudden rise in intelligence of Homo sapiens. Sir Saeed Zahidi, basically just a professor of research, but it says that Zahidi led a team that developed the Lynx, which was a first microprocessor controlling lower limb prosthetics where foot and knee could talk to each other. And then the last one is David Delpy. Most Excellent Order of the British Empire. He's very interesting because it doesn't say he was credited with any research, but he was the chief executive of the Engineering and Physical Sciences Research Council, which is a British grant issuing mechanism, chairman of the Defense Scientific Advisory Council, whatever that is. Worked in quantum technologies in an advisory role, and professor of protonics, which is laser technology. High energy millimeter wave laser technology. See my video titled Sacred Geometry. Thanks for listening.